All right, guys, interest rates are still on the high side. I can't believe it's September and here we are. But if you are not utilizing this strategy for your listings and even for your buyers, you are totally missing the boat, especially going in the fall when there are less buyers in the market. And so they have a little bit more negotiating power. What I want to share with you is this is an example flyer that we are sending to listing agents and even agents that are working open houses. Some of our agents are using this to send to buyers, but you can still absolutely get a mortgage rate in the fives. It is that temporary buy down strategy, but I wanted to share this with you guys. So if you want this, you'll just go to the link that I've provided in the email, give us the information. We need about 24 hours to crank these out. But what you can see is it's short and simple. Buy a home, 5.25. Here's the sales price. Here's the loan amount, 5.25 interest rate, monthly payment. This saves the client $900 a month in their first 12 months. If this is in a open house, one of those acrylic frames, then they can scan that QR code. Right now, that QR code takes them to my Linktree. That gives them a lot of micro options to either start a conversation, start an online application. Maybe they're just looking for more homebuyer Q&A type videos. All of that's on my Linktree site. It can also go to a custom presentation where if you've got a really big listing and you want like a analysis done by me, then that QR code can take them directly to that. So there's a lot of different options, but I wanted to share with you guys, if you're not that familiar with the buy down strategy. So for example, if you have a $500,000 house that you're selling and they're putting 5% down, then they can get an interest rate 2 full percentage points lower the first year, 1 full percentage point lower on year 2, and then from year 3 to 30, it would go to whatever the current par rates are. This seller credit, what would happen is if you're the buyer and you're representing the buyer to make an offer on a listing, you would go into that listing potentially, if you feel like you have to get competitive, then you would offer $511,000. So you're asking $11,000 over list price, and then you're putting that you want a $11,000 seller credit. And that credit we're going to use for this temporary buy down strategy, which is going to save them a lot in their first 2 years of owning that home. And that's when we're predicting that we're going to be doing a bunch of rate drop programs. So we offer all of our clients a 0 out-of-pocket rate drop. So we drop the rate, drop their payment. If they're 2 years into the mortgage, it stays the same. It doesn't matter if we transfer their loan to Wells Fargo after closing. We keep all of their stuff on file. And we have a client manager that after closing, that's all we do is we're managing that pipeline for them. So make sure your clients know that, hey, you can still get into a home with a 5% interest rate. It just takes a strategy. Good thing is me, your realtor, and the lender, we know these strategies and they work. And then imagine if you're a seller and you get an offer at 500 and 511, that 511 looks really good. Now we all know maybe the net proceeds is the same, but at first glance, when you stack rank them all, you might put that 511 up top because it's your highest list price. But this amount that you're asking for from a seller credit is going to depend on whatever the sales price is and whatever the down payment is. Because at this same sales price, but someone's putting 15% down, now they only need a $10,000 credit. If you're listing the house at $700,000 and they're putting 5% down, we need $15,675. You can see that their first year, their monthly payment, they're going to save $864. On year 2, they're going to save $441. This is kind of how the calculator works, and I'm happy to share it with you guys. But it is a unbelievable strategy, and all you need to do is send us the information, and we can create something really cool like that. Here's the website that you'll go to. You'll just type in the address, sales price, all that good stuff, and we can crank it out for you super easy. Thanks, guys.